here with one of Child Help's therapists. And could you tell us what your name is?
My name's Nick Owens.
Nick Owens, awesome. And your title here, your official title?
Is a clinical therapist.
Okay. How long have you been a therapist for Child Help?
Almost 2 years.
2 years, wow.
It'll be 2 years in May.
Nice. And I would assume you being a therapist for us, you are working with the children pretty closely.
On a daily basis.
Yeah.
I also try to be a good support and an advocate for the families as well.
Awesome. Okay. And I think most people know what therapist is or what a therapist is and does, but could you explain that?
Yeah. So basically, we come in and we really try to work with children who have been abused or neglected, or sometimes both. Mm-hmm. And we really try to help them process the traumatic experiences that they went through. And we really try to help them process those thoughts, those feelings that they had, and really try to get them towards a path of healing.
Yeah. Okay. And then could you explain that as if you were trying to explain yourself to maybe a child?
Yeah. So I know that something really happened to you that was really bad or very hurtful, but what we're going to do in our time together, we're going to sit down and we're going to talk and we're going to play and we're going to help talk about some of those things. And after we talk about those things on a weekly basis, over time you're going to start to hopefully feel better about what has happened and help you really work through what has happened and help you feel better.
Nice. So it's still very professional, but it kind of lets the child kind of understand what you're going to do.
Yeah.
That's cool. Do you have any success stories without revealing any sensitive information that you'd like to share?
Yeah. Well, with Child Help, there's been many success stories. I mean, one thing I love about Child Help is I believe that we all are working towards the same vision and the same mission. We're doing what we're doing for the love of a child. And this one child, I've worked with him now for coming up 2 years coming up. And he went through a lot of trauma, a lot of neglect, abuse. He's went through a lot. And he had a lot of behaviors. And he went through a couple of foster homes. And again, behaviors at school. He was showing behaviors at the clinic during therapy. But we've been able to work through those. We've been able to, me and him, we've been able to talk and say, through play, through sand tray, he loves sand tray. But through play and through art, he's been able to process those experiences. And he's still working through it, but he's a lot better now than what he was before. And what the great success is, he's been able to he went to another foster home, and they were able to adopt him. And he found his forever family through adoption. And when I look at that child 2 years ago, he was all over the place. He was kicking, screaming, and then he's been able to really, truly start to regulate his behaviors. And again, what better success story for a child that has went through so much, but then went to a Child Help foster home and was able to be adopted. And again, find his forever home, that forever family where he's able to say, hey, mom and dad. And he knows he's safe and he knows he's secure.
Yeah, that's a great.
That's what it's all about.
I have a different question that I'd like to ask.
Yeah.
What types of therapy do you have certifications in here with Child Help, like EMDR, all the different types?
I've been trained in TFCBT, not yet certified in that, but I have been trained in trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy. Also am PCIT certified therapist. And PCIT stands for Parent-Child Interaction Therapy.
Okay.
So really, truly on the front end, really help build that attachment and that bond between a child and their parent or foster parent, caregiver, whoever that may be, in their life. Really build that bond and attachment. Usually children are experiencing a lot of externalizing behaviors. Mm-hmm. And through the first part, which is CDI, child-directed interaction, where we really truly follow the child's lead. It's a lot of play therapy focus. We really help build that attachment, that bond between that caregiver and that child. And then the next phase is the parent-directed interaction, which really helps put in some good, hardcore consistency for the children.
Yeah. All right, and my last question for you today is, what makes working with Child Help so special and unique for you?
For me, I'll be honest with you, it is truly my dream job. I've wanted to work with children for a number of years, and I worked at different residential facilities, and I was a foster parent trainer, but my heart was always to truly be able to be a counselor, a helper, a therapist for children. I love kids, and I love to be part of that process. And I would say what's so great and special and unique about Child Help is that we truly are a team, and we're like a family. And it's amazing when you can come to work and it doesn't feel like work, because you really truly enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah.
And for me, that's what makes it special and unique. Because, some people may be like, hey, I dread going into work, or do I have to go to work today? I love what I do. And we're all doing the same work. We're all, again, for the love of the child. You walk in through the front doors of the CAC, all who enter here will find love. We want to be that safe space for that child. We want them to be able to process and open up and say, you know what, this stuff has happened to me. And we've been like, but there's hope. Mm-hmm. We're going to hopefully get to that path towards healing.
Yeah. Wow, that's great. Well, that is all the questions that I have for you today.